Maria here. Welcome to my channel. Today I have an amazing guest, Sunyata from Untamed Perfumes. She just launched her, what's the number? Ninth fragrance? Ninth fragrance called Ghost. And she was kind enough to invite me and bring me out to Vancouver for the launch, which I always love. It's so much fun.
We had so much fun.
I'm in her amazing lab here today, and I'll show you some pictures. It looks like a little chem lab. So awesome. And today she's pulled out a whole whack of perfume notes for me. Some really animalic, to jasmine, to floral, to some gourmand stuff. So we're going to talk about those, and you get to see my impression. I'm excited!
And we're hoping not to traumatize you too much.
So Sunyata, she's going to pass me things. She's not going to tell me what they are. I'm going to give my honest impression of what they're like, and then she'll let us know what they actually are. Okay, let's go for it.
Okay, we'll start easy.
Okay,
we'll go with musks and animalics first.
Okay.
Some people can't smell certain musks.
I can smell this.
You can smell that one?
Yeah. So to me, it smells almost slightly citrusy.
Really? Huh.
Kind of clean like laundry, almost a hint of clean and a hint of sour. What is it?
It's the musk helvetilide.
And what is that supposed to smell like?
What you described.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's a little bit laundry, but not too much. They all have their own kind of flavor.
Right.
But what did you get? What did you say?
It smelled like clean laundry, a little bit of almost like a citrusy sour.
Okay. It's considered like a white musk category. And here's... Okay. So here's another one. This one is used in a lot of different fragrances.
So this almost smells like a cleaning product to me.
Really?
Yeah. Galaxolide?
Yeah.
And so
it's a really, really popular musk, and it's used in
That gives me a headache.
Really?
Like I can feel it in my eyeballs.
So wow, a lot of people consider this one quite gentle.
See, I'm not a fan of musk though. Like musk is something I struggle with a lot.
Okay, well let's try this one.
And musk typically, although we associate it with clean, it's technically the smell of, it's animalic, right?
Well, they call them white. They call them white musks, which smell more like laundry than we'll get to the animals.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, try this one.
Okay, bizarrely, this one gives me kind of an irisy feel.
Yeah, it's more powdery.
Yeah, I like this one way better. I didn't mind the first one.
Maria has expensive taste.
Okay,
this
so
one's the pricier one.
That's the other thing to recognize, is that when you see the notes on Fragrantica and it says, white musk or deer, whatever.
Yeah.
A lot of times it's these, would you call them compounds, molecules, chemicals?
Molecules, yeah. Some will be like a base where they'll have a whole bunch of different things, but
right.
The Fragrantica notes are flexible.
Okay.
People are right.
But it's usually some sort of chemical as opposed to some sort of natural.
It can be a mix, yeah.
Okay.
I think a lot of designer perfumes are mostly molecules and synthetics, mostly.
Right.
With maybe a hint of naturals here and there. But many niche perfumers seem to like to use a few more naturals, from my experience.
Okay.
We're moving along. Brace yourself. Don't sniff like too close.
The way she's opening this, I know it's bad.
No, it's not bad.
Okay, that one is nasty. It's really potent. What is it?
It's called Animalis. I don't mind it.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I don't mind poop smell, but
that's not poop. Yeah,
this isn't poop smell. It's really pungent, smells slightly sour. It gives me a bit of a BO vibe.
Okay, that one's called Animalis. And it's literally, yeah, it does smell. It's, I mean, from the name, you can imagine what it might smell. Okay. Okay, now be careful with this one.
Okay.
You got it?
I got it.
Because if we spill that one, that's going to be epic.
This one I love.
Really?
Yeah, so to me...
Do you know what it is?
No, just give me a second.
Oh.
My nose is being burnt away. This smells way more earthy to me.
Wow.
A little bit manure, but not really. So what is this?
Civitone. So it's a
so
kind of
that's
Civit type civet type
So
molecule.
what do you smell when you smell that?
Like it's pissy to me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't
it's
get
like-
piss at all.
Yeah. Okay.
I didn't get
See,
piss.
but
I got
this is-
sweat and poop.
This is why. This is why it's so individual.
Yeah. Well, like that's the cool
Yeah,
part about
yeah.
fragrance.
What we think we smell, and we wonder why somebody else doesn't like what we like, or vice versa.
Okay, this one smells woody, a little woody to me. It smells earthy and kind of fresh.
Yeah. So
What
it's
is this?
ambergris.
Okay, that I wouldn't have guessed.
Really? Yeah, ambergris.
So
Ooh,
that's
ooh. Don't.
so that's the whale vomit, right?
Correct.
But this
Well,
is
wait,
a
yeah,
synthetic version.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
It smelled earthy. What does it smell like to you? I was anticipating that ambergris
a
would
little-
smell salty.
It's sweet to me.
Yeah, it is a little bit sweet.
Bit sweet, and it smells also like it has a texture to me, like a kind of rough texture almost. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't mind that one at all.
You all right with the Animalic? Do
I
you
am.
want to try one more?
I do.
Okay, so this material is diluted to 1%. That's how potent
wow.
it is.
Maybe just hold it. I'm
Okay.
scared. I barely smell that one.
Really? You're kidding.
No.
One more time.
Can you just wait?
My
Okay. I can barely. Oh! I just got just on the thing there. Now that smelled like poop.
So
little bit
it's
of poop.
indol. You know when we say flowers smell
yeah.
indolic? So
that's
you would
the
use
full
this.
rot.
Yeah, you would use this in a tiny amount. Maybe if you're making a jasmine accord or
Right.
Yeah, it's pretty funky on its own, but it's something magical when you're building a floral accord. So
And why is that? Why is
don't
it
know
that
that.
throwing
Answer.
in a little bit of rotten, like to me, it reminds me of baking. If you add a little bit of salt
Yeah.
to your sweet, or sweet and sour, you
Right.
know, heat and sweet.
Yeah.
So it makes sense that if you're putting something super sweetish in with, but I find that fascinating that a little bit of stink
A little bit of stink
makes it better.
Well, that's the same with the civet. It does something to the florals. They blossom with the civet.
Yeah,
and
that's so fascinating.
Mm-hmm.
So is that why a perfumer would use a civet or even musk, is to kind of round out the florals?
Musks have a lot of functions.
Okay.
But yeah, the civet, it does something beautiful to the florals. And you pick a lot more of it up in vintage fragrances.
Okay. The first thing I think of is it smells a little bit like a flower, but it's really not my bag. It's kind of stinky.
Check out what it is. You might be surprised.
It's tobacco. That's one of my favorite notes.
But you're spelling it on its own outside of the context of it being created into a perfume.
Okay, and this is part of it is suggestion, the power of suggestion. But as soon as I read tobacco, then I smell it differently.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah, like it feels cheeseball, but it's actually
it's
true.
Not, yeah.
So then it smells like I can get a cigar type vibe. I like tobacco a lot more sweet, I think.
Right, and a lot of times tobacco is paired with some sort of sweetness.
Right.
Okay. Well, speaking of sweetness, this one won't freak you out.
Oh my goodness. So that smells like thick, delicious. Oh, this is chocolate.
Yeah. It's called chocolate bands.
Yeah, so it smells like thick, delicious, melty chocolate. That's amazing.
Right.
Okay, so when you have something like that, is that considered a note or is it considered an accord? Like, is that
The chocovan? I mean, I think of them as sort of like
more of a material?
somebody may use that solely as their chocolate note. Somebody may take chocovan and add a bunch of other things and make it into a different kind of vibe of a chocolate note.
Okay.
So sometimes if you want just like a light impression, you might use this single material. If you want it spicy or more earthy, you might change it up a bit.
Right.
And
to
also
me, it
you
smelled
can build
like a
your
milk chocolate.
Yeah, this one is it's popular because it's easy for people. It's like, oh, that's a good chocolate note.
Ooh.
I can smell it from here.
It smells a little bit like plasticky gasoline. Yeah, there's nothing good about that. What is it?
Right, so it's called filbertone, and it would be used, to make some sort of nutty note.
That's nutty.
Yeah.
Does
not smell like hazelnuts to you?
Well, Filbertone, I gathered that it was hazelnut. No.
Like
it smells like gasoline to me. Wow. Now I'm scared. Like that Filbert did me in. Ugh. That smells a little bit caramely, a little bit bready.
Yeah,
almost.
Exactly.
And what is this one?
It's a kind of sugary note, and it's called... I have all these materials. I don't know how to pronounce the names.
Levistamel.
Yeah.
Levi Stammel. Yeah,
unless
I would say Levistamel.
Unless I hear somebody else pronounce it, I'm like, I don't know. Now, this is a really interesting material that just arrived not that long ago. I'm not sure why I got it, what I was thinking, but it's so interesting to me. Don't worry, it won't freak you out.
Oh.
I was actually contemplating using it in Ghost tonight, and I decided against it.
I think it smells earthy, soft, but almost a little bit like dates.
Interesting. So it's a natural.
Like that feels, it bizarrely feels calming.
Interesting.
So what is it?
It's Rice Absolute. It's not
Never
wild.
would have guessed that. The other thing that I'm realizing about like going through this kind of stuff is you might want something that smells like so if I was thinking dates, that reminds me of dates. So as opposed to using it to create rice, you know what I mean? So depending on how a person's nose perceives it, I can see where things come across different.
It's not that we smell so differently. It's that we perceive smells differently.
Yeah.
So the smell itself doesn't change when I hold it, or the material doesn't change. It's just how our brain perceives what we're smelling, which is really what makes it fun.
So what did you think of that rice one?
I like it.
Does it smell ricey to you?
It smells a little ricey because I know it's ricey.
Okay, let me smell it now that I know.
You know, like when you know, in the burlap sack where there's a big like container.
Yeah, it does. Like now that you say it.
Yeah. But would I know that outside of the name? I don't know.
Yeah, see, the frame of reference really does make a difference.
Yeah.
That's why I actually like knowing the notes, because it changes how which I guess is
the
good or
stores
not.
do plant.
Yes.
Like they prime you.
Oh, this one I love. Okay, this smells like some sort of sweet drink. A little bit, again, caramelly to me. Maybe I'm going to associate everything sweet with caramel. What is it, vanilla?
No, it's honey olfactory.
Okay, well, that was the most pleasant honey ever.
Yeah.
It doesn't smell like pee to me.
Yeah, it's a nice honey note. I have real beeswax. I have a few other honey notes. Beeswax is really animalic.
Yeah.
So I have not used that yet.
That just smelled smooth. It didn't smell like honey to me at all. But I liked it. And I don't really like honey. Like honey I struggle with.
Yes, I've heard that before. This one I like. Let's move on to like the green, earthy type notes. Okay. So this is a common...
Okay, so smelling it like strongly, it's just too much.
I know,
but if I catch a little whiff,
okay, don't.
If you catch a little whiff of it, it smells like grass. But otherwise, it just smells like. Oh.
So it's cis-3-hexanol. It's called, and it is a green note, and it does smell grassy. So you might use a tiny bit of this in a floral if you want to go in the green direction.
Oh, that got me between the eyes. Yeah.
We might need to pause. Another green note, not quite as strong, but it's got a bit of a different vibe.
Okay, this one's way more palatable.
Yeah.
It does smell like green grass.
Yeah, but less.
Well, I think the other one smelled like rotting green grass. So, you know, when you cut your grass and it's, or if you smelt the blades that were crusted in old moist grass, that's what that
That's
smelled
appealing.
Like. Yeah. This one smells good. This smells just fresh and green.
Okay. So
but not piney.
So this is
grassy.
called
Triplol. Like I'm horrified. Like every one you give me now, I'm kind of creeped out.
Okay, well we can even leave the lid. You're gonna smell it right through the lid.
I think someone's knocking.
Hello, sorry.
Well, come on in. We're filming.
Hello.
Oh, you brought us coffee.
Oh wow.
Thank you.
Well, that might
awesome.
maybe that'll ease the palate.
Okay.
Thanks,
Sorry.
Steve. Don't be sorry. It's wonderful. Okay, I would have never known this was oak moss, but I really like it.
Yeah, it's a really beautiful oak moss. It's the favorite. I have a few, but it's really green. It's a really, sometimes it's a brown color, but this one's a really green color. It's my favorite.
It smells more earthy to me than green.
Yeah.
It smells grounding.
Yeah. Let me just grab a different one.
It smells really smooth and somehow a little bit soft. It smells comforting. Interesting.
This one, I don't smell this one. Just see if you notice a difference.
This one smells a little bit more pungent, a little bit sharper. It almost smells a little bit boozy to me.
Huh.
What about you?
Yeah, I just like that one better. Yeah.
But what's the difference for you?
It's rounder, it's a little greener. I just prefer it.
When she gets that look on her face, I'm actually scared.
Such a small container.
I can smell it in my one nostril. It smells earthy, but it doesn't smell overly green. It, to me, smells a little bit animalic, honestly.
It's Seaweed Absolute.
Wow. See, that, again, I wouldn't have associated that with seaweed at all. Okay, Let me sniff it now. I can't tell it's seaweed.
It's Seaweed Absolute. So this is in Salish Sea.
Oh.
In a small quantity.
Oh, this one's vetiver. I'm excited.
So that's an absolute. You smell it through the camera.
Oh, that's
lovely.
nice.
I haven't used that one yet.
Okay, and what's fascinating about this, guys, is some of the materials are really liquidy. This is pretty much a solid. Like, it's really thick and pasty.
So that's an absolute. It's really, and this one.
So is this considered a natural?
Yeah,
or?
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is a vetiver from, I think, Brazil, maybe?
I like this one way better.
You like the absolute?
This one feels soft, and this one, it smells way more earthy. What it reminds me of, honestly, is a little bit musty. So it reminds me if I was smelling an old well. Which do you like better? Yeah, I don't like this one at all.
Really?
But I love this vetiver absolute.
Yeah.
It smells really nice.
Not diluted, and they would smell different, of course, if they're made into something. But that's interesting. So that one, that works for you.
Yeah. Which do you like better?
I like them all, really. This is just really, really lovely. This absolute. Now I'm gonna have to think about how to use it.
Guys, smelling the notes is so fascinating because what you think it should smell like in your head is not what it ends up smelling like. So what I associate vetiver, and that's the thing, when I smell a perfume, I'll smell something that I associate with grassy, dry, slightly spicy as vetiver in my head. But then when I smell them, that's not what it smells like at all. So I find smelling the actual materials so fascinating.
You were asking about this.
Oh, Tonka. I love it.
Do you? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, good, because that
is so crazy. Like, I love it. Oh, it smells delicious. Like, it doesn't smell like vanilla to me.
Yeah.
It smells a lot more, again, earthy, thick, round, a little bit raisiny. I don't know why, but I get raisin smell in quite a few of these. But it's way better than I anticipated. And it looks like almost grainy and sugary.
It is. So it's in Avlana.
Okay.
So
I can't believe it because I struggle with Tonka so much in fragrance. So it's not the actual Tonka that I'm struggling with.
Yeah, maybe not. And this is a natural.
Okay.
The Tonka you're smelling may be somebody's accord, and maybe you don't like the way it was put together. I don't know.
And just so that you guys know, an accord is something where they take different materials, put them together. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Put them together to create something that smells like what they're intending.
Right. Yeah. So making a rose accord, you may use anywhere from 5 to like 20 materials, depending on who's creating it and what vibe they're going for.
So it's almost as if you create a little mini perfume around a single note or idea that goes into as a single note into your perfume.
And many perfumers will make many different accords that they use in their own blends. I tend to like to build it all within itself, but that gets complicated too.
And even Sunyata was saying things like iris, frangipani, ones like that. I think violet is
They'll
orchid.
be accords. Yeah,
They're always accords. There's not a single note that represents any of those florals.
This is a natural. I like how she does the double take.
Okay, it smells a little bit licoricey to me.
Okay.
I have no idea what that is. I like it.
It's a lang.
That's ylang.
Yeah.
Hold it. Let me smell it again, because ylang is supposedly smells banana-esque. No bananas here. But I like it.
Yeah,
like it's not off-putting.
Yeah.
It's quite nice. But like if I were to just smell that, I wouldn't associate it with floral.
Interesting. Okay.
Would you? I guess because you smell them
don't
all the
know.
time.
Ylang's not my... I haven't made anything with ylang yet because I'm not sure how I feel about it. This will be really interesting. I'm going to tell you what you're smelling.
Okay.
I mean, I think you would know what you're smelling. Here, try this one first.
Okay, that's rose. That is beautiful.
Yeah, so it's Rose Givco or Givco,
This
however you want to
makes
say
me
it.
feel so happy.
Yeah, it's a lovely rose note.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Soft, feminine, slightly powdery, but not really. Almost like actually it's not powdery. It's like a dewy rose to me. It reminds me of
rose
my
note.
childhood somehow.
Yeah.
That made me happy.
Okay, so that was somebody's man-made
Rendition.
rose. And this is real... I wonder if I can see it. This is rose oil I picked up when I was in Greece. Anyways, it's ridiculously pricey.
Okay.
And it's not diluted. And would you believe some of it spilled out in my luggage?
That would suck.
And just smell that. And don't go too close. Right?
Ugh.
I know.
It smells like a vegetable.
Now, granted, it smells a lot different diluted. This is super concentrated.
See, that's just so nasty.
Isn't it? Yeah.
But what's it like once you dilute it?
It's beautiful. And if you use a small quantity, it's a completely different thing. It brings a richness that, it's hard to explain. But I like to use both.
Okay.
I like to use different, if I'm making something with naturals, I like to back it up. Because I think the naturals bring a richness, and then this one brings a lightness.
But so guys, when I'm smelling the natural rose and it smells like a stinky vegetable, as opposed to something that someone's created that's more of an accord, it shows you just how much knowledge goes into actually creating a perfume, because what you smell and perceive in a singular material doesn't remotely represent when you make it into something.
Well,
it's really quite artistic.
Do you remember you smelled Vanilla Absolute?
Right.
As opposed to the vanillin?
Right.
Completely different.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move along.
Do you have an orange blossom or jasmine though?
Oh, one moment.
Okay, this is Orange Blossom Absolute.
Oh, also funky.
Again, so freaking sour. Funky is right.
Yeah.
Nothing like the fluffy.
And here's an Orange Blossom Accord.
An Orange Blossom Accord. Okay, I'm excited about that. Much more palatable.
Right. So.
Oh, wow.
So, in my Greek Lover.
Right.
I have my own Orange Blossom Accord. Not this one, I don't think.
Okay.
I remember. And a very small amount of real Orange Blossom Absolute.
Yeah, and the Orange Blossom in my Greek Lover to me is one of the most beautiful orange blossoms. Seriously, I love that. I love that fragrance. But the Orange Blossom in particular smells kind of fresh, sweet. It doesn't smell synthetic. It just smells beautiful.
Yeah. So that's a combination of the real Orange Blossom Absolute and a bunch of other things.
Right. Oh dear, this is Jasmine. I'm looking forward to this one. To me, I associate Jasmine with stench.
So that's an Absolute.
See, I don't mind that at all.
Yeah, that one's not too bad.
Wow, it smells good. It smells more florally.
Yeah.
But it still smells vegetable-y at the same time. It's vegetable, animal, mineral. I can't get this. Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Okay, so this is an accord, jasmine accord.
What's the material used in jazz? Like, it's a jasmine-esque material.
Okay.
It could be used in many different ways.
Yeah, this is what I would associate more with jasmine.
Okay, what do
But
we
this
call
is
that
a nice
one?
version. Sampaquita. Sampaquita. Giveco.
I realize as we're doing this, I do not know how to pronounce any of the materials I have. I know them visually. Here's just some kind of, what are boozy notes.
Oh, I'm excited. Booze. I love booze. My fragrance.
Cheers.
Cheers. Love this one.
So that's whiskey lactone.
Okay, it doesn't really, it smells way sweeter than an actual whiskey if you poured it. It also smells way less boozy, but it smells delicious.
Okay.
Like I'd like to drink this.
Wow. And this is white cognac.
Oh, cognac.
Yeah, that's a
Cool.
little bit, just go easy.
Ooh,
Yeah.
wow. Really different. The whiskey one smelled sweet. This one smelled a little bit more woody. Oh, I love it.
Yep.
It's called methyl anthranilate. I'd never know what this is though.
Yeah, it's kind
Okay,
of
so what is it supposed
fruity
to be?
angle.
Fruity.
I think it's kind of fruity.
So is that what it's supposed to
Florally
be?
fruity.
A fruity note?
Yeah, I think of it as a fruity note.
Okay.
Different people categorize their lab in a way that makes sense to them.
Right.
And so it's just how it makes sense to me. Is it really only fruity? To me, I think of fruit when I smell it. So
Right.
I put it in my fruit category.
Okay.
I guess I could be opening this.
No, that's
right
fine.
now.
A fruit sack?
Yeah.
Okay, this smells fruity. This smells really yummy.
Yeah.
I don't associate it with a specific fruit though.
I always think of that as like moving
Little
towards
bit
dry
strawberry?
fruit smell.
Oh, okay.
To
Yeah.
me, and again, it's
I
how it
getcha.
makes sense in your own.
That does make sense to me.
People will argue that doesn't smell anything like that. What are you? And it's again, it's how it's perceived.
Okay, again, this smells fruity, but I would never know what kind of fruit. I liked the other one better, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit strawberry.
Yes.
What is it
it's
supposed to
called-
be?
It's called prunella.
Prunella.
It smells. To me, it smells. I see you're primed with the name. But
It
I think
smells
of
like
I
prunes.
think of raisins.
Oh, that's quite strong. What does it smell like? I don't know what it is, but I don't mind this one.
It's apple olfactory.
Oh, okay. As soon as you say apple, then I getcha. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, totally
Okay.
apple. But
All
not
right.
not a super green apple, more of a red apple. I wonder if it's the same thing if we eat something. If we have a blindfold on and have no idea what we're putting in our mouth, do we always know what we're tasting? Now I'm curious about that.
Probably not.
This smells orangey or grapefruity.
Really?
What is it?
Oh, so have a look. Can you see? No, you can't see without your glasses.
It's apricot. Okay.
It's actually an apricot note.
Oh,
So that's
okay.
somebody
That makes
else's
sense.
apricot note. Yeah.
It's nice.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Let's do the iris.
Okay.
So I'd really like to smell something that smells like orris butter. Oh, yeah.
What do you get from that?
It smells quite floral.
Yeah.
It's what I would associate with something like an iris.
Yeah. It's called Loreal.
I really like
Yeah,
that.
it's in Ghost.
Okay.
Yeah. And many other things. Now, this is interesting because, let me see if I can find it. Okay, this is a little bit of the
Ooh.
rooty part of iris.
Yeah. Okay, I really like this.
Do you?
Yes, I like it because it
Wow.
feels earthy and grounding again.
Wow, because it's
This-
really strong. People
this-
will be a double take over that one.
This is what I associate with something like an orris butter.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Is it anything like that?
It's in that family.
I love that. But it doesn't smell like it.
Floral.
No,
Ish,
it doesn't smell floral at all. It smells like what I like I said, when I think orris butter, that's the smell. But I'd love to smell sandalwood too.
Oh,
like
yes.
a-
Okay. And smell this orris note. So this is orris Giveco.
Okay, that's a lot more sweet,
Mm.
a little bit tart. I like this, but I like the other one better. The other one smelled more like what I think of when I
Interesting. Okay.
think of that note. This is really nice though. Wow, like it's so weird because I hated iris and violet.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
and now
you
it's
don't.
one of my favorite notes. But I think I grew up a little bit. Like,
Okay.
not to say that if you don't like iris or violet, you haven't grown up. But I do feel like I've gone from the sweet, fruity floral
Right,
girl
yeah,
into
yeah.
a little bit more mysterious,
Yes.
weird.
Yeah. It shifted for me
that's
too.
nice.
So that's another Oris
Oh, wow.
butter
That's
molecule
beautiful.
makeup.
Yeah, totally. And again, more earthy. Wow,
Okay.
that's beautiful. Oh, so that's got the Oris butter name.
So Oris butter are artisans.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
lovely.
Yeah, and these are ionones, and they're often associated with iris. But it's all different quantities that will make up.
Yeah, I gotcha. This one smells a little bit more green.
So you're getting
A
kind of
little
the
less
different
powdery,
aspects by
but a little
smelling
bit.
all these.
So
Together.
they put these so you put quite a few of these together to get your
Yeah,
feel for the iris.
yeah, and somebody may go really rooty, where
Right,
it's more
a rooty
earthy.
iris.
Someone may try and make it a little more floral to their
Right.
liking. It depends. Each category would need days to discuss.
Yeah,
and we
for
don't
sure.
have days, we have minutes. All right, so we are in the resins, balsam.
Okay, cool. I can smell this tray from here.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Frankincense first.
Oh, cool.
Oh, this one's not even open. Here, there's a fresh frankincense for you.
I really like it.
Yeah.
I
don't
say
know,
it
does
smells
it-
like Jesus.
It does. I don't know.
have
It
no idea.
depends. If, I mean, many people have a church association,
Yeah. I don't actually. To me,
Yeah.
it smells balsamy.
and here's
What about myrrh?
Yeah, and we have myrrh. But now let's try this first. It's a black frankincense. It's different, and just compare it. The other one's from Somalia. This one
Oh,
is.
I like the other one way better.
See, that's.
And what about you? Do you like that one better?
I like them
That
all.
one smells way greener, way
Yeah.
more pungent.
Okay, so that's a black
That's
frankincense. I do have myrrh.
I hated that black
That
frankincense.
That different than
That
the
was-
first one.
That was probably the worst thing
Take a
I've
sip
smelled
of
so far.
coffee.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to because that's revolting. I was starting to sound like Marge Simpson. That was revolting.
So I want to show you this thing. Like, you know what this is for?
Comes in handy for opening these suckers.
Literally for opening some of these.
They get sticky, eh?
Yep. Now this is a myrrh.
See, I love that.
Do you?
Yeah.
No.
It's a little bit sour.
Mm.
I don't find myrrh to be overly resinous feeling.
Yeah.
I find it to be almost a little bit floral.
Mm.
A little bit sour. A little bit stenchy, but I love it. I do like
Let me
it.
smell this. This one's not too bad.
A little
Where's
bit
this one?
earthy, a little bit stenchy. A little
This
bit
one's
sour.
not too bad. Now this is a really interesting. So this is a myrrh like resin. So you can see it's
wow.
like literally like.
It's like a solid.
Yeah, it is. Now it's quite different.
I like this way better.
I quite like that. I've tried to use it numerous times today.
Although this to me smells a little sour. It smells like a weird tea almost. Like not a good tea. But you love that one?
I like it. I like it.
It's super earthy.
Yeah. This is an olibanum, which is like
Oh, I'm
olibanum
excited.
resinoid. It's like tar. I feel like I'm torturing you a little bit.
Well, okay, so crazily, I find these more animalic than the animalics.
Interesting, yeah.
But if you smell it out like this, then it smells really good. But up here, it smells very woody though. To me, this smells less,
Smoky?
yes,
Yeah.
smoky, woody. I like it, but it's not what I thought olibanum would smell like. But again, it's what I have in my imagination. So now my whole world is being shattered.
Okay. This is a very popular note
Okay, this smells.
in ambers.
Oh, really? Okay, it smells rosy to me. I think it's really pretty, but I don't know. Oh, it's labdanum. Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah.
I like that.
Now we're really ambery category here.
I don't quite understand ambers.
Vanilla, labdanum, and benzoin.
Okay, benzoin, I don't know what that's like.
You smell
Oh, I love it. This one is really beautiful. It is very vanillic smelling. What exactly is benzoin?
I think they're all just resins, like from this labdanum is from like I think it's from like a bush.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I love the benzoin. That's beautiful. Labdanum. Said you had an oud for me to sniff. Okay, we're going with the oud.
That's a real oud.
Oh, see, I love that.
Yeah, one's not very barnyardy like some of them can be.
It smells like aged.
Anoka or
Anoka.
And this is not a real one, but it smells quite real.
Oh,
it's nice.
I like this one better. Yeah. So the Anoka oud, way more rich to me.
There's a lot of different ouds.
Neither of these feel barnyardy to me, though.
I do have a barnyardy one, but I didn't pull it out to torture you.
I kind of want to smell the barnyard.
Do you?
Is that okay?
Yep. This one I think is very barnyardy to me.
Okay.
So.
Meleki. Oud Meleki. Oh, I love it.
Do you?
Love it.
Oh.
I don't even associate that with any sort of barnyard.
Poopy.
I like poop.
See, that's what I love about this. That's why this is fun, because you realize how
different we are.
Our perceptions
We're different but alike.
Oh, okay. So one more you haven't smelled. Okay, be careful with that. I mean, in terms of not bringing it too close to you.
Oh, that is nasty.
So
that smells like beaver butt.
I dissociate that one with like deer musk or.
Oh, that's horrible.
Tonka tone.
Yeah,
what's
not a fan of that one.
Yeah.
That one smelled poopy to me. Do you want to let me smell a couple of your accords that you put out?
Yeah.
Okay, so Sunyata's also created some accords. So
yeah. Okay. Oh, this one's fun, and I don't remember why I made this.
Okay.
Okay, I won't tell you what it is.
Okay.
Should I tell you?
No, I'll try guess the accords.
It hasn't been opened in a while.
It smells fruity, but I don't know what it is.
Well, it's meant to be yuzu.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Why did I make this? I don't remember what I was thinking, but now I have
this. It's a very happy... Didn't she use it in My Greek Lover?
Not yuzu, no.
I like it.
Okay, let's try this one.
Is that the blackberry one?
No, strawberry. Close.
I love it. That smells amazing.
Haven't used it. I'll use it in something now. Okay, now this one is very important too. Okay, I won't tell you. Let's see if you recognize which one it's in.
Sailor Sea.
Yeah.
It's the driftwood.
Yes.
I got it.
Yeah, this one's a labor of love.
Yeah. That one's really cool.
No, all right, we'll take care of that later. Okay, and this one is just an incense accord.
Oh, okay.
It's a kind of basic incense.
Okay, yeah. Oh, I like that.
Yeah,
that's beautiful.
I would wear this on its own.
Yeah. Can I smell coumarin?
Yes. Here it is, right here.
Guys, always when I saw the word coumarin, I associated it with cumin. I've mentioned this before.
Oh no.
Just because the name seemed similar, it's the furthest thing from. So when you hear coumarin in a fragrance, it is sweet.
Yeah.
It's so sweet and lovely and delicious, slightly vanillic, powdery. It smells like you could eat it. So I love that.
I'm trying to see if I have cumin, so you can plant your nose with the difference. I do.
Pits.
No, cumin aldehyde. Okay.
Oh, it's just sour and weird. Okay, what about different aldehydes or isoe super?
Oh, isoe super is you better smell isoe.
And super. Also maybe heliotrope or hedione. Yeah, I'd like to. So what is hedione exactly?
So hedione is Hedione is kind of like it's a building block of so many different.
So what I remember you saying is hedione is used to make space.
Yeah, to make space, to make perfume smell like perfume.
Okay.
It's in almost anything that is in a floral direction, and even not in a floral direction. It's like it
doesn't smell like anything.
Tiny bit of a jasmine vibe.
Okay.
It's
I can smell it now. It doesn't do anything for me.
Yeah, and it would be in probably every designer fragrance you've ever smelled.
Right.
Or close to it.
But they don't list that
As a
because
note,
it's an
no.
ingredient more than anything.
Yeah, and sometimes it's in quite high percent. And ISOE Super is just, before ISOE Super, I'm not sure how people made perfumes.
So is ISOE super
Yeah.
in lots of stuff?
And lots of stuff. It's lightly woody.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. You know Molecule 1?
Yeah.
It's essentially like it's an ISOE Super type.
Okay, so I'm here to tell everyone that ISOE Super is not the thing that bothers me in
Okay.
Juliet Has a Gun fragrances. I find those fragrances
In which
instantly.
ones?
All Juliet Has a Gun
Oh,
fragrances,
I
and
see,
they put
okay.
a lot of ISOE Super in them. So I just associated it with the thing that bothered my head, but it's not. It must be just some sort of ingredient
Okay.
they use.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, I thoroughly enjoyed smelling all these things. I think my favorite would be all the Gourmands. But I really
chocolate,
enjoyed, I also really enjoyed the irisy Orris
Oh,
butter
right.
things
Yes.
right now.
Yeah.
Do you have,
Wait. She wants to smell heliotropin.
oh right.
Wait, and then we'll close.
Heliotrope.
I don't know if it's completely banned, and I don't know why I have heliotropin crystals, but I do.
It's bad?
I think it is. I'm not sure if we're using, there's a lot of heliotropin replacements. I'm
Why?
not sure. I don't know, and it's also, I think, used to make some kind of drug. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Okay. Now this smells to me floral. Floral, but slightly vanillic.
It smells like gummy bears.
And powdery. Oh, interesting. It's very nice.
Yeah.
So we're not allowed to use heliotrope? We're using some
I
fake
don't
things?
see anyone selling it anymore, so I'm not sure. I have to look it up.
Well, thank you so much, Sunyata. I always love hanging out in the studio.
Well,
I just
thank
plain
you.
love hanging out with Sunyata.
Yeah, we
She's
like
an
hanging
awesome
out.
human being. And I hope that you enjoyed. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I don't know if I'll be able to answer any of them, but maybe Sunyata will jump on there on the video. So have an amazing week. We'll talk to you soon.